Welcome to Cooper's TV. We're upstairs at the Espy with American singer-songwriter Mary Gauthier. Mary, it's such a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
And this is, last night we had you on our RocKwiz show, but I wanted to ask a little bit about the songwriting process. You're a very respected singer-songwriter, but you came to it late.
I did.
At 35?
35, yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, well, I was a trained chef. I was in the restaurant business, and I ended up opening 3 restaurants with the help of investors.
Yeah.
The 3rd restaurant, called the Dixie Kitchen, was right next door to a big music school in Boston, Massachusetts,
Right.
called Berklee College of Music. And so all of my employees and most of my customers were songwriters. And I was just surrounded by music. The 3 doors down on the other side of the street was Symphony Hall. Everybody was writing songs, and I found myself caught up in it, and I gave it a try and became passionate about it really quickly. And once I fall in love with something, I'm just insane. I can't stop, and it's 15 years later, and I'm not sure what happened to the restaurant, but it's gone.
Can you remember the first song you ever wrote?
No. I don't think it was very good, but I do remember how much energy I put into learning how to write. The talent part is different than the craft part.
Right.
I think I've been blessed with talent, which is the ability to put words together in a way that makes people feel an emotion.
Yes.
But that doesn't add up to a great song until you have the craft. So I had to apply myself to the craft. And so the two combined make for really good songwriting. One without the other is confusing to people. If it's too raw and people don't know what you're asking them to feel, if it's too crafty, people aren't feeling anything, they're just seeing notes go by. So it's the two.
And so who were your heroes?
I've always been inspired by the word crafter songwriters. So Hank Williams on the country side, Woody Guthrie on the folk side, and all of the people down the ladder or up the ladder, the Leonard Cohens, the Bob Dylans, the word poets. That's who inspires me.
Tell us about Goodbye.
Another song that started with the idea. I was on a plane, and they make you fill out these entry documents every country you go to, and it says family name. But being adopted, I don't know my family name. I was given the name Gauthier, but I'm not French. I know that. I don't know my family name. I thought I could put my name as Goodbye, because I'm always leaving. You know, I'm always going somewhere, but I'm always leaving somewhere else, which is the life of every musician that's on the road. And then I thought, that's an idea.
Goodbye could have been my family name. I can't break free of the winds that blow me. They roll in like a Gulf Coast hurricane.
So let's take it a step on. You write that, you have the idea on the plane, you do a bit of work in the hotel room. Then when you take it into the studio, how does the song take shape then, or change?
That's when everything can go terribly wrong. And I go to the studio and try to recreate something that I've already been given directions for, probably at that point years before, and I can't remember exactly what the voices had told me to do. And so you can spend days trying to recreate something that was already created. That's why a lot of people write in the studio.
Yes.
People smarter than me, because at the moment of creation, you capture it.
This is your 3rd visit to Australia.
It is, yeah.
What's it like playing a concert in Mullumbimby or Brunswick compared to Nashville or Toronto or New York?
To be honest with you, not a lot of difference. People are people everywhere you go.
Yeah.
People's hearts are made of exactly the same cells and the same material, the same blood flows through all of us. People turn into children when you present them with good stories. And so no matter how old people are, I look out and I see kids sitting in chairs and on a magic carpet wanting to be told a story. So nationality erases, age erases, gender, sexual preference, ethnicity, religion. It just erases when you go into stories of the human heart, our stories of the human heart.
Is there one show that stands
There's
out?
so many, there's moments, not entire show.
Give us a few.
One of my favorite moments, on stage somewhere in England, I can't remember the town, with Willie Nelson. He's doing the gospel medley at the end of the show. And then we're playing with the circle being broken, and he's standing there. And I look out and I see probably 20 lesbians. They're like very, very gay looking women who adore him. They're wearing the Willie headband and they have the Willie outfit and they just adore him. They even have the Willie tennis shoes on and they're just passionately in love with him. And we're playing the gospel finish in Will the Circle. And I said, Willie, there's a pack of dykes right there that love you. And he looked at them and he looked at me and he smiled. He says, bring them on.
Bring them on.
All of them. He would. I mean, that was a moment.
Great.
Those moments stay with you.
Yeah. So, the future, where are you heading specifically?
I go to New Zealand. From New Zealand, I teach songwriting for a week in Costa Rica. And then onward to East Coast United States, and it just continues from there. I just keep doing what I do, and hopefully I won't ever have to do anything else. I just keep making up songs and singing them to people. Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
Good luck, and thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Brian. Thank you.
Say goodbye and go. And I'll push